the author of Hoodwinked, 10 Myths Moms Believe and Why We All Need to Knock It Off.
It's Channel Mom with Jenny Dean Schmidt. We're here for you.
Motherhood is a rat race. Talk about that.
Well, this is really funny. My kids have a hamster, and I don't know how I got talked into having a hamster in the first place, because for the longest time that wasn't happening. But we got this hamster, and its name is Ginger, and every night when I got in bed, after a long day, I would take this deep breath. Finally, there was quiet, and I would slowly start to fall asleep. And at about that time, Ginger would wake up.
Yes, and she'd go over and over and over and over again on her wheel, wouldn't she?
You know exactly what I was going to say. Absolutely. She starts running on that wheel, and that thing squeaks over and over and over again. Well, one night I was lying there, and it hit me that was me. I was running just like Ginger all day, every day, going nonstop. And so I think we as moms think that we are trapped in that race, and there's no way out. And that's kind of where this myth even was developed.
Yeah, motherhood is a rat race.
Yep.
And I know just about every mother I know feels that way. That I just can't make it stop. And then they feel bad because their kids' lives are passing them by. Like they're going to be out of the house in no time flat. You and I both have teens, and it feels like that. So how does she step out of that myth and not feel like she's in a rat race?
First of all, it's seeing time as sacred. And so realizing that we really need to number our days, not so that we live in fear, but that we can live more faithfully. And when we count our days, we really make them count. And so it's taking time to step back, look at those priorities in your life. What are the things that are the most important to you? And for me, what I do then is I create a schedule around those priorities. And I realize it's okay to say no, first of all. I know so many of us struggle with that. I want to be a part of everything.
Yeah.
And also, just realizing that your children don't have to necessarily be a part of everything. I think that helps us step back from that rat race as well.
Yeah. Tell me, how do you set priorities that makes you learn, I got to say no to that because it's really not one of our priorities?
Yeah, for me, basically what I did is I took some time to just be by myself in quiet and wrote down the things that were most important to me, and that was spending time with God, working on my marriage, spending time with my kids, and having time to take care of my home. Those were the most important things. And so I think just taking time alone, I know that's hard to find, but that's where it all begins, and just being honest with yourself and where you're at and how you can make those priorities the very first priorities of every single day. Yeah,
it can shape your decisions for you and your kids. And so then you can say no to bringing a dish to the neighborhood potluck because you think, that's not one of our top priorities,
Exactly.
So that's good.